Here we go. 9:27 a.m. 15th July 2026. PPI came out month over month. Forecast was better than expected. CPI came out yesterday. Forecast was better than expected again. And that's where you see this candle here, these candles, with this huge move up. Some notable things here. Obviously, we left after 8:30 because PPI was better than expected as well. Some things to note is we have this huge new week opening gap here, yet to be fully filled. We have equilibrium of that gap, and on NQ we have these triple highs here. One, 2, 3, with London at the top. So that's something notable. I wouldn't mind seeing this price point get hit on NQ, and something notable on ES as well. Not sure if we're going to take this out. I'm not sure if we're going to take that out on NQ. Just something to note. We have these relative equal lows here. I think that's relative. 93.5. $92.5. Yeah, that's relative equal lows. So that's something to note. 4 hour, 1 hour is an uptrend. This is the 1 hour fib here, and then this is the 4 hour for the fib here, with this 4 hour gap that we respected. So here's equilibrium of the 4 hour, equilibrium of the 1. Maybe the last thing to duly note is this bearish SMT here. So who knows? PPI days are always kind of tricky. If this was not PPI and price wasn't influenced by the data that just came out, I would say that that low looks pretty good, and especially with that relative equal. But these highs also look really good, especially with the bullish PPI data. So we'll see. And market just opened. Okay, ES is pushing higher, Nasdaq is staying low. It's kind of been the theme these past couple weeks. I have 3 monitors, and I have a chart on the far right screen as well that I'm monitoring on the 1 minute. Um, um, these London lows on NQ don't look bad, especially with this bearish SMT, kind of two of them. Let's see. We'll have to see here. Nothing I like yet. Yeah, these index are basically completely opposite, even when you drop down to the 1 minute. ES is more bullish than NASDAQ is bearish, I would say that. But basically pretty opposite. I'm looking to see if there's any other prominent highs up here that that ES would want to target. What was that from? That opened. Yeah, specifically. This liquidity point as well. If NASDAQ can come and take out these lows here, this London low, and even this low here, targeting longs would be nice. But until I can get some confirmation on either of the indexes that isn't polar opposite, I'm sitting out. These highs look good on ES. I'd be pretty surprised if we want to leave that there with this high here. Okay, so these Nasdaq lows are about to get taken. ES is finally seeing a retracement. If we start seeing displacement to the upside, I wouldn't mind longing NQ. Especially these triple highs here. And then I think we can see ES run, especially to this high or this high. Like I said, I doubt, and you know, this is the market, anything can happen, but this high with this high here looks pretty good to me. Add in a liquidity market or liquidity point there, and then same here with this high on NQ. And something to keep in mind too is this is an A30 data wick, which is a good draw on liquidity. Right here at the London lows. Ten minutes in the market open. One minute is in a downtrend on both indexes for me. 2 minute is only bearish on NQ with these two gaps here on ES. 5 minute is bullish ES, bearish NQ. How we'll react off of this liquidity point and whether we'll take this out could determine whether I want longs or not. No chop here. I want to see strong displacement. Which we're not getting so far. Okay, ES is filling this gap here. Looks like it's kind of reacting off of it. And then we're starting to see some displacement off of NQ, off of these lows. With this low right here, let's see here. Yeah, we haven't broke on the one. We haven't broke on the 1 minute on either index. For me, closure above this candle high would be a break for me. And then I would like to long NQ. And I don't really mind it going lower right here, because, like I said, this point and this point here are pretty good draws on liquidity. So the lower we go, especially into this equilibrium of this 1 hour gap, and then even if we tag this 4 hour equilibrium here, wouldn't be bad. And then that'll mean NQ has swept most of these lows here. I'm not sure if we'll reach Asian lows on NQ, and then targeting longs doesn't look like a bad idea. As far as shorts right now, I'm not really looking for shorts, even though there is a bearish SMT, and we are basically sweeping buy side right now. The only reason I'm not looking for shorts is because most of these strong draws on NQ already got taken out. If I was looking for shorts, I would want to be short up here. And there's no entry up here for me. I don't want to short at the liquidity lows because high probability for reversal. So that's kind of my thought process there. Why I'm not short. But overall, shorts didn't look terrible at this high and this high. Just all the bearish SMTs and then the strong reaction. I'm not going to short while Nasdaq is taking out sell side. I want to short to the sell side. Yes, taking out this low. Nasdaq look like it might want to run for Asian. No real short opportunities when market open for me. So if the entire bias ends up being short today, there's nothing really I can do. And then don't forget about these relative equal lows on ES. While I was away, I'm gonna use the bathroom. It's 9:50, so this is a prime time for me to be trading. Entering the macro. There's Asians low, and then ES is staying pretty high. And I'll start looking at even if there was any shorts for me. 9:30 opens here, and then we'll just do side by side view. We end up sweeping highs here, and then then we see displacement on the 1 minute. We see kind of a 1 minute retrace, and then a continuation. But NQ is already at these lows here, and this is one and lows mixed with this low here. Is a good strong draw on liquidity, which could mean it's a reversal point. That's why I did not short that. Took out Asian, but longs still look good here for me. Oh look, we're starting to see maybe a 1 minute break structure on ES. Longs still look good for me, especially to this high and this high here. I really do like that. And then we did fill the entirety of this new week opening gap. That's what this is, by the way. This is the huge gap from Friday to Sunday. Let's see, on the 2 minute here, nothing yet. We'll have to put in a high, then a low, then a high to break. 5 minute, it's already broken. You know, we really might shoot for these lows here. This doesn't look like a bad short on ES, but like I said, London has just absolutely smashed all the lows, so all the sell side. So I'm not really looking for shorts. If London even left Asian on the table, wasn't so close to these lows, I might consider shorting if we got a retracement into this gap, but none of that happened. This liquidity point here. Here's an idea. We're in equilibrium of this 1 hour, equilibrium of this 4 hour, and then on NQ in 5 minutes, it looks like we might, oh yeah, we're way past the breaking point for the 1 hour. Breaking point for the 1 hour is here, so we're gonna break structure to the downside on the 1 hour. And on the 4 hour, here's 4 hour equilibrium. Looks like we might not break structure, but it'll be close. Even if we close below the 78% extension, still very bearish on NQ. Bearish look. Looks like we're starting to see kind of a move up. Might just be a simple retracement. The 1 minute. This is a good long-in opportunity for me on my paper trade account on my other screen. I've been paper trading a new strategy. So I'm gonna go long here on that account. Okay, I'm not actually put the stop loss here. I'll show you guys exactly the idea. Let me make sure there's no trade on the 2 minute. No trade on the 2 minute. I'll throw this over here. Kind of got a bad feel. Like I said, this was just my paper trade account. My other account is my live and my fundeds. TP1 here would be nice. I don't know how much for. Let me look at this account. We are moving. Yeah, look at that. No entry for me on my live account yet. On my paper trade account, I'm testing a new strategy, so I'll be testing it for months before, at least 2, before I implement it on my live. But I'll tell you the idea behind the trade on my paper trade account. Like I said, not real money. All these lows have been taken out. We'll go to the 1 minute because it's executed off the 1 minute. All these lows have been taken out. Bullish SMTs. I didn't actually mark that out. I should have. That bearish SMT for me has been completed, by the way. Bullish SMT here. That's the only one I'll mark out since it's the most relevant. But I think there are more. You see this 1 minute market structure break on this candle here, 1 minute retracement, continuation on this candle. NQ actually closed above this high low. NQ closed above this high and high low. The higher low. I hope that makes sense here on this candle. So that's what I'm long, and then I have 10 contracts on the paper trade, risking 500 fake, obviously. One. So that's the idea, and then we took liquidity. Equilibrium on the 5 minute. Equilibrium has been hit on the 4 hour. Let me make sure there's no trades on the 2 minute here. No trades on the 2 minute yet. No trades on the 3 minute yet. 5 minutes been inverse. I might miss the move unless we place in some lower low on my live account, if it does continue. My stops were here, I think, and then here's first TP. I didn't get that good of a fill, I know that much. 1 and 2. That might be it. Let's check it. I gotta put some. course, this indicator isn't loading. Man, I've been having problems with TradingView recently. Okay, there we go. We'll see what the verdict is on here. Okay, it'll be 1, 2, 3. We'll do a third for each. So, we'll do 3 at the first one. Let me check the 2-minute, making sure we didn't put in a low. Yeah. There's no real entry for me yet, even though I'm watching this shit run on my live, which is why I started using this strategy. See, you guys seeing this? What the hell is wrong with TradingView? Oh, look, there it is. It's like every time. Just bullshit. And then that's not going to show up either. Great. And then I'm going to have to reload the page 5 times before any of that will show up, which is great. We love that. And then there's my trade run. I'm going to keep that on the secondary monitor. If we can get a break of structure and then some sort of retracement, I'll enter. But that's probably not very likely. It looks like price is just gone. Gone like the wind, bullseye. Longs on NQ might be possible, but probably not. And then we close. I'm going to draw out the fib on NQ. We could be just, I don't know, I doubt it actually, but possibility is we could just be tagging equilibrium just to go lower. But that high looks good for me, like I've been saying. And then if we hit this high, are we going to leave relative equal at this one, or we're just going to take that one out? And then this is a strong draw too. Let's see. Looks like we're starting to wick down here. At least tagging equilibrium on NQ would be favorable, I would say. I'm gonna need a pretty hefty retracement, honestly. And we haven't broke on the 3-minute yet. We can't break unless we put in a low, according to my strategy. Or if we close above this high, and that high was my first TP. And inversed all these gaps on NQ. And we're seeing this nice V-shaped recovery. If we go lower here, I really don't mind it because I might be able to find an entry for longs if we go lower. Like I said, I'm long on the paper trade account that I've been trying out a new strategy. But until then, who knows? Who knows? I still got an hour to go for this market, so. I'm kind of relaxing until anything gets put in because longs are the only option, and I'm not getting longs unless. Well, let's see this actually. We're filling this gap here. We inverse everything. Nice V-shaped recovery. 2 minutes filling this gap is what I'm talking about. I'm taking this off from the 1 minute. Oops, that was a short position. That doesn't look terrible. I'd like to see a bigger retracement. But look, I can't. There we go. If we can get a close lower, that might be beneficial. And then my stop loss at the very bottom of that gap. In case we come and ticket, that gap is so small, if we even come close to it, I might just get stopped out anyways if I do enter longs here. Nice inspection on NQ, nothing concerning here. Damn, we did not put in that low yet. Yep, that needed to be a bearish close for me because now the last candle high is here. So, and then I'm not entering off of a 0.5 RR. The reason I won't pull stops is because this trade is not invalidated. This trade can come all the way down here, but we're being invalidated. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna be able to catch that.
If we could just circle back on the cheese quotient.
Hey, I got it. My name is Paul Skeens. I love hot dogs.
Nice ad. This is only 5 minutes. This is probably better. I like listening to house music while I trade, because it's consistent. The beats are consistent. It's not in and out. No lyrics, so your brain isn't focused on the words. Like when you play songs with heavy lyrics, or a song that you really like, you're focused. Even subconsciously, you're focused on the lyrics. So I like no music. But jazz and classical is so boring; it'll put you to sleep. So I kind of prefer house. That doesn't look terrible, right? On NQ. Crazy V. I don't know. I'm just kind of content with I missed the move. And by miss, I mean I just couldn't enter the move. I didn't miss shit. I'll pull this other trade over here again. Bang. You guys see that? Pretty deep in profit. That's the paper trade though. Remember that it's not real. We'll see what happens. Like I said, this might just be equilibrium getting hit to push lower. Who really knows? This is still very bearish on the 5 minute on NQ. ES inverse those gaps. But these highs look good once again. Longs don't look terrible on NQ right now. We just pushed so bearish. This could be a flip though, could be a reversal. We're already seeing a nice V, almost complete V on NQ. Took out London. Everything's bullish. My stops would go there. I could even pull my stops. No. No. I'd want them there. First TP there. Second. I don't know if we'll push that high, but how do we close on the 4 hour? That might really determine it. We didn't close above the 79% extension, but we flipped that gap. That's concerning. That's a far way for price to run. I can't lie. That's far for price to run. What would the entry be like? We'd have to get it soon. I don't know, man. First TP would be here. Or here. Broke on the 3 minute too. That actually helps me. 5 minute we're still bearish as shit. But we broke on the 3. Yeah, I think I'll go long here if we inverse this gap. Even though this is the bearish index. Will I? Ah, gosh, this is a tough one. This is one of those pickles. Damn, this is one of those pickles. Sweet, bullish, SMT, took out Asian. I might not even get a choice, so we might close flip bearish here. Because I'm hesitating, I don't want to take this. It's like one of those toss-ups. And then look, it looks like we might have just flipped. We just closed below that 79% extension. Did we? Yep, we did. So now I'm definitely not logging that. On the 3 minute, we haven't yet. Getting that move down. There she goes. And I'm done trading off the 2 minute since the time is since it's so late in the market open. 1 minute's already out of the question too. And then we still have this trade over here playing out. Let's see the 3 minute over here. 5 minute looks like shit still for longs. Shorts actually don't look terrible. We feel this equilibrium. We have this low and low here. If we get a retracement, shorts aren't actually horrible on NQ, but I'm not going to be short, especially since we took out that Asian. Just a reminder, I'm still in this, waiting for this point and this point to get hit. It's kind of looking like it for me today. I really don't want to go short with this high and this high here after that strong displacement. But shorts don't look terrible on NQ. On NQ, not ES. ES only longs look good. Yeah, I don't really see a way I'm ever going to be able to long ES, and I'm not shorting NQ. And I'm not longing NQ. I'm probably not touching this index. If there was like a 5 minute market structure break on NQ or something, like entering here and then targeting here, the risk reward would just be so off the charts, and I'm very bullish, I might do that, but there's no entry. We just closed bearish on the 3 minute, the 2 minute, well, the 2 minutes already out of the question for me, but the 2 minutes bearish as well. There's just, yeah. Paper trading this. Look in the bottom left if you're confused. Kind of looking at what the market kind of did. Took out these highs here pre-market. off that news, and then continued down. And then on ES, we just filled equilibrium and continued up. Polar opposites. I normally wait for confirmation on both indexes before I enter. I always wait for confirmation on both indexes before I enter, put it that way. So, very tough for me to find an entry when indexes are damn near opposite the whole market open. Holy edge. Look at that. It's happened before. Stop a tick away. And then you completely dump. Bam. We going lower, ain't we? I told you. I said it. I said, shorts don't look bad here, didn't I? I just don't want to be a part of that. It's just, there's no entry for me, but there's just nothing I want to be a part of. Taking shorts when ES is right here. Wow, holy edge. Look at that. Damn. I want to clean this up a little bit. I'm going to leave that SMT there. Look at that strong, look. We edged that by a tick, and then we really dump. I've been seeing this happen more and more. Right at the take profit tick, edge, and then dump all the way down to a stop loss, and then we come back later. Not saying that's gonna happen. I mean, obviously, I'd put money that this is still getting hit, but I've been seeing that happen more recently. Okay, both these have gotten hit now. Got a new microphone coming in the mail tomorrow. Okay. Did we break on the 5 minute? That's a considered break for me. But any sort of retrace is just, yeah. Damn. Wow. That is so crazy. Like I said, this is paper, but Man, that's been happening more and more and more. But honestly, that just means that if we do come down and take these lows out, now I can, if we do come out and take down New York low, that green line here, then I'll really be wanting to target long. 'Cause anybody who went long there just got fucked. That's so wild though. I'm just gonna leave. I'm actually not. I'm bringing that to the other side. At this point, if I want to enter long on my live account, I want that low to get taken out. London low, which ironically is stop loss for the 1 minute paper trade account. You know, if we see strong enough displacement, I might not need to, but honestly, there's probably no trade on my live account today, no matter what happens. Dumped. I so want that high to get taken out now. I just honestly, these last two CPI and PBI days reminds you why you have to be very careful trading this shit. I mean, ES is probably the best example of this, but look at that chop, and then kind of same story here. Just chop, 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 and then we might continue chop. NQ was also very choppy yesterday, a little less, and then today it just dumped. Today's NQ price action isn't that bad. We retraced all the way back up. So who knows what'll happen with that, but I super want those highs to get taken out now. I've got to start playing some Rocket League. I mean, there's really nothing for me to do here. Is that really what happened? So we edge TP by 1 tick on my paper trade account, and then edge stop loss by 3 ticks. Move down, move up, then a retracement, and then a continuation. I might long. I'm a spectator today. I'm a fan. Tell those Cesar for me. Hope you shorted in Q. You're a billionaire. If you just wake up every day and short in Q, you just make so much money. Literally, it's literally been every day, right? That's the new trading strategy, like this day too, is wake up and short in Q. This day you might want to wait a little before you short, but this day you're golden, pony boy. Wait till 950. I think if you just wait till 950 and short in Q, you just make $1 billion every day. Not this day. Short NQ 950, you're a millionaire. That day too, yesterday. 950. Work this day if you just had your stop loss long. Well, I said for me to take a trade, we'd have to put in a lower low, and then close above, then retracement. There's the low. Got to close above, then retrace. More probable than you think. Market's so chopped right now. Chopped cheese is what the market is. It's so chopped, we're probably getting mocked by gold. This can't be happening. Well, this is kind of chopped too. Oil's not chopped. Told ya. Oil don't care about anything. Well, it's kind of chopped. Yeah. This is kind of typical for oil though. It just moves in big bursts. Chopped. Let's go to the Nifty 50. Oh yeah, the only chart moving good. Literally. Not even a joke. This doesn't even look terrible. That's crazy. So ironically, a close-up of this candle high would be a 5-minute market structure break for me because it's a bearish candle. That is a bearish candle here. Close above that bearish candle high right there is a 3-minute market structure break for me, which means I could be entering. I'll drop down to the 1 minute and show you something here. I'll do it on this chart. Relative equal highs and then low, low. So it's like we have liquidity points at both areas. This liquidity is a stronger draw. I don't know if anyone would disagree with that, but that doesn't mean the market's not coming down here first. A lot of times it'll take out the weaker draw to head to the stronger. Basically it for me. Yeah, if we took out this low here, some long possibilities are still on the table. Longs are still on the table. NQ just dumps. Average PPI day. PPI is not as bad as CPI. I like PPI days better than CPI days. Previous New York was. done. That was the paper trade account getting stopped out.
It's official. The Jersey Mike's chicken salad sub is back by popular demand.
Guess it's time to unfreeze Danny.
Hey, I said keep me frozen until the chicken salad.
That's just this account. It's this trade getting stopped. Dang. One ticked it, right? Wild. At least it's paper. There is actually still room for me to work here, for these size. I'm like, they say don't marry your bias, but what the fuck? Shorts are gone. Shorts are gone. Look at that fucking shit. But longs aren't gone on ES though. I mean, longs are right here. Look at those beautiful juicy highs. We'd have to put in a really good entry point for me to enter. I'm not entering off of any bullshit, but. And then we'd also need confirmation on NQ. And then we need all that within the next 25 minutes. So probably not, but we'll see. Man, the handouts some people get are crazy. I love a handout like this.
Lowe's Foods. Local character, local characters. As a parent,
Great.
Chris hears no a lot. But at least here,
Can you chop these for me? Did you smoke that for me?
he gets plenty of yes.
Yeah, Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, you got this. And we got you.
Okay, I'm almost definitely done, so I'll turn this recording off. Trading tomorrow. Actually, I'll just leave it running. Yo. So I've been waiting for this candle to close above this gap for a while now. I finally got it. But 11:10 is normally right when I stop trading, so I'm not even sure if I'm gonna take this. This is some fire long, so yeah. Especially if we close on the 5-minute. 3-minute closes in 20 seconds. If we could get a retrace, I would definitely be willing to target longs. But this all this shit's gotta happen like very soon, because this is right when I stop trading. I need all this to happen now. I'll give it 5 more minutes after this close, just to see. So the 5-minute close bullish for sure. Then I want a retracement. Well, I mean, what is it? Asking shall receive. Look at that. That's pretty good right there. Ba ba ba. It's not exactly what I needed. I need this equilibrium or this fair value gap to get filled after this candle closes. So I need a little more, but like I said, I'm gonna stay on for a little longer. We'll see how this plays out. This could be very, very good, or it could be shit. You never know. So I need that. This is like I'm really starting to actually get close to taking a trade here. Just tagging this gap would be enough. Actually no, I need more than just a tag. I need oh shit. Let's straight up lock the fuck in here. Give me 1 second. Okay, how this closes and respects this gap will be a huge determining factor. Oh, wait, what about the 5 minute? We've hit 5 minute equilibrium surely by now. Oh shit, okay, so we could just do a 1 minute continuation. Really like us to respect this gap though, we'll say that much. Yeah, that's just not happening. It's, there goes it. In 22 seconds, I'll decide whether I'm done. The 3 minute just got smoked. Not yet actually, but this gap is about to get inversed. Yeah, 3 minutes cooked, 5 minutes cooked, I'm done. I'll be trading tomorrow.